Fannie Farmer was a pretty incredible person, and I could honestly keep going about all the cool stuff she did. But we are almost at 2 hours of recording.
Are we? So many digressions.
So many tangents, so many digressions.
I'm going to release like a bonus episode that's just all of the tangents.
Yes.
Just that and nothing else.
Just tangents.
Yeah, it reminds me of like, do you get advertisements for the farmer's dog?
Yes.
I get relentless advertisements for them, which every time I'm like, should we be feeding Duke better food? And then I remember that he literally eats garbage outside and chicken poop. So I'm like, well, we could, but
but would it do anything?
He's also a little garbage man.
Little garbage boy.
Yep.
We've just become so used to like the standard recipe format that when it kind of like doesn't give us like the fourth cup or like 2 tablespoons sort of amounts or weights, which I think is a better way to bake.
Oh, so you use the Alton Brown system of like you should weigh everything.
Oh yeah, I like weighing stuff if it gives me the option.
Controversial yet brave.
I think things come out better also.
I'm just lazy.
I have a little scale, and then I find it's like, well, this is just like a tangent, but
Julia, it's our podcast. We can talk about whatever we want.
Okay, so in this tangent, I will discuss how I feel like having a little scale in a big bowl is actually easier than getting out a bunch of silly little measuring cups, and you gotta look at the back of them. Is it a 3rd cup? Is it a 4th cup? You don't know. And then you gotta scoop. That's too much effort. How about I just dump the flour into the bowl and hope for the best?
That's almost certainly what the lady who came up with dump cakes is thinking. Yeah, especially for baking. And we may talk about this, but like with things like baking soda, baking powder, you know, that like you really want to make sure that you get that right, because you can really throw off like texture, whether things rise or don't rise. Like I was always taught that like, yeah, you can fudge it a little bit, like if you're just cooking and you know, like you're just making dinner. But if you're baking, you really don't want to mess around with those measurements, because you can commit a terrible crime.
You can
have to throw it all in the garbage. Much like Victor Frankenstein, you could create something so horrible that should never have existed.
He just wanted to be loved. Frankenstein's monster, not Frankenstein. I don't know. I haven't read that book in a long time.
Frankenstein's monster, the monster of Frankenstein, the monster specifically belonging to Frankenstein, Frankenstein's monster.
Trying to bring us back to the actual
let's whip way back around
of the episode. I got so lost in the sauce. I just had to cling on to the lifeboat.
See, we put too much baking soda in, now it's all gone.
Our cake overrose and has flooded our oven. Something that would not have happened to Fannie Farmer because she was very diligent in her recipes.
Wait.
No.
I just realized we forgot to press record on the Zoom.
Oh no! That's okay, we haven't started the episode yet.
It's shocking people today still don't know that they should wash their hands. Makes me so angry.
Yeah, wash your hands, people. Don't be gross.
This is a public call out to every person I've ever seen use the restroom and walk out without washing their hands. I see you. Nasty. I see you and I know you.
Gross.
Yeah, exactly.
We're publicly shaming you on our podcast.
Yeah, I know that none of our listeners would ever do that, but if they happen to share this with a degenerate who does,
Degenerate.
then we know.
This is off mic and off the record.
Will we ever actually start the episode?
I don't know.